Rescuers have used a hovercraft in a dramatic operation to save an elderly woman stranded by floodwater when the River Thames burst its banks. It's believed to be the first time that such a craft has been used in an inland emergency. It was brought in when an 89-year-old woman became trapped in a house at Wraysbury near Windsor. Tonight she praised the team of volunteers who rescued her, as Jeanette Britton reports.
The damage will run into thousands of pounds, but that was the last thing on Lynn's mind when her elderly mother was trapped in the floodwater as it gushed into her home on Friary Island in Wraysbury. 89-year-old Eileen had been staying there over the new year but couldn't get out in time.
Very worried, yes. As I say, she suffers with her heart, and really it was touch and go that she should get off the island quite soon.
Incredibly, it was a hovercraft which came to the rescue. It's the first time Alan has used his craft in a flood rescue. It's usually only used on the coast, but because it can travel across land as well as water, it was perfect for the job.
The advantage of hovercraft we've got in floods is that we're not affected by the depth of the water. So in this particular case, it didn't matter whether the water was 6 inches deep or 6 foot deep. We could go in on the hovercraft and we knew we could get next to the house in question to effect this evacuation.
Members of the Association of Search and Rescue Hovercraft were on standby when the River Thames burst its banks. Many homes in Wraysbury were flooded out, but when news of Eileen reached members of the crew, they rushed straight to her rescue. They waded in up to their chests to get inside the house and carry her to safety.
The current was so strong at the time that they had great difficulty in turning around and getting back into the actual property. I think it's a very, very good cause, and my mother has started to make inquiries to make a donation to them because I think they were absolutely fantastic, wonderful. Couldn't fault them.
It might have been an unusual sight in Wraysbury, but for Eileen it was one she'll most certainly never forget.
She said it was quite an experience to be put in a hovercraft and taken half a mile up the road, and she thoroughly enjoyed it.
Jeanette Britton in Wraysbury for Meridian Tonight.